Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are talking about the things that I don't let my kids do part 2. So I did one a little bit ago and you guys loved that video and you guys asked if I could do a part 2, so here we go. I do have definitely some more things that I do not let my kids do that I thought I would share. And yeah, so I think it's great to look at other people's perspectives of parenting, mom life, all of that, and you know, make you think a little bit more about certain things, certain situations, and maybe we can agree. It's okay if you do some of these things. We could still be friends. It's not like that. I'm just letting you guys know what I choose to do and why and all of that stuff. So let's jump into this video. Hello, if you're new here, my name is Noelle. I do all kind of minimal mama content here on my channel. And yeah, so we do sit down parenting videos like this, and we also vlog, so I do day in the lives as well. And yeah, so let's go ahead and let's get into this video. So things that I don't let my kids do. The first thing is I don't let my kids spend the night at anyone's house, just for the simple fact that they're still little and I really don't have family around me anyway to have anyone spend the night anywhere. I just am really protective of my kids, and you just never know nowadays. So my kids don't spend the night at anybody's houses. They really don't even go over anybody's houses. But as they get older, I don't think we're gonna do a lot of sleepovers because the world is just a crazy place. So we'll see how that all goes when we get there. But as of right now, my kids do not spend the night anywhere else but home. I don't let my kids drink soda. Now I know some parents that let their kids drink soda even at like a younger age, like toddlers. We don't drink soda much here in this house, but my kids definitely are not drinking soda. I really want them to have a healthy diet, so I work really hard to keep their diet pretty natural and healthy. I'm not saying they don't have some candy here and there and stuff like sugar, but they do, but I really limit it. So we definitely don't give them soda. Yeah, so they might have a sip of my tea sometimes, but like that's the most they get, and some watered down juice. That's what my kids get. I don't let my kids wear clothes that are too like grown up or adult for them, like crop tops and skinny jeans, and I don't know, like holes with jeans in them. I just think that it's a little too grown up in my opinion. Like, let's not try and make our kids look older than they are. I don't know. I have been approached by so many companies that have toddler clothing that is like matching mommy sexy clothing. Like, what is that? Like little crop tops and skinny jeans that are like really tight and have holes in them, and just like, no, stop, no thank you. So I always turn those down 100%, and I just think it's funny when they approach me because I'm like, do you guys not notice what I'm about? Because that's just no. And it's usually really like cheap clothing as well, so I'm just not here for the over dressing of the age of our toddlers. I just think we should dress them more appropriately, more modest, because they're just kids and the world is crazy now, and you just have to be really careful on how you're doing a lot of stuff nowadays, because there's creeps out there. So you just want to. Now bikinis, I don't have a problem with little bikinis as long as they're appropriate. I think it's kind of cute, babies in bikinis. I know some people have an opinion on that. That doesn't really bother me. My daughter doesn't wear a bikini though. She has like a cute little one piece. But I don't think there's anything wrong with bikinis. You just have to, you know, make sure that it's appropriate. I don't let my kids eat junk food. So we don't go to McDonald's, we don't go to Chick-fil-A, we don't go to really any fast food place. And if we do, the kids usually eat something at home if Dee and I are getting fast food. My kids literally, I can't even tell you when's the last time they had any fast food. We probably will be going to the beach soon, and I was thinking we might grab a McDonald's because it's like right across the street, but they've never even had McDonald's before, so I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of fast food. No, like, shame to you if you do fast food for your kids. It's just, why when I can just get something at home that's really quick? I think it's overpriced, and it's not good quality food, it's junky, and it's just not good for your body. So I like to just avoid fast food at all costs if I can. I don't push my kids to do things that they're not ready to do, like potty training, a big toddler bed. My son is 3 and still likes to sleep in his crib. He doesn't want us to change his bed to anything else. He's totally fine with still sleeping in a crib. He calls it his home. That's his safe place. And I don't want to push him. I mean, obviously, he can't sleep in the crib till he's 6, but I don't like to push him to do things that he's not ready to do. Potty training is another one of those things. We're kind of easing our way into that because he has showed signs of being scared of the potty, and I just don't want to push him like faster than he has to be. I'm just not in a rush to make my kids grow up faster than they already are. Kids grow at such a rapid rate, and you're gonna miss these days, and I just see a lot of parents just kind of pushing their kids so quick, like a toddler bed at 1.5. Like, okay, like it's not really necessary. I mean, do what you do, but yeah, for me personally, I'm just not trying to rush them any faster than they already are growing up. So when I feel like he's more ready, like we're really gonna start potty training very soon, like really try to be consistent with it and see how that goes. But yeah, I just don't want to rush them any faster than they are growing up, and I don't want to force them into anything if they're not ready to be there yet, because I know at some point they will be there, and I'm not worried about those things at all. I know in time they will meet those milestones when they're ready. Just like walking, my kids were late walkers, and I didn't like try to make them walk, and I wasn't really freaking out too much, especially with Noah. I was a little like worried because he was a late walker and he was my first, but Nola, I literally just let her come into her own, do her own thing, and she was totally fine, and she fell right where she should be when she was ready. So I just don't believe in pushing my kids when they don't need to be pushed. They will figure it out. They learn, they grow, they do a lot of that stuff on their own, and they just need you as support. I don't force my kids on camera. So if my kids don't want to be on camera, if they're showing signs of being cranky, grumpy, just not having it, then I will just turn the camera away from them or off, or whatever the situation is. I don't like to vlog on too rough of days just because I want to respect their privacy always, and I just don't want to show them in like a bad way. I do want to show the reality of being a mom as well as keeping my kids' privacy though. So that's really like a fine line, and it's really hard to capture both because you want to meet in the middle where your kid still has like a lot of privacy and respect, as well as showing the aspect of being a mom and real day in the lives and all of that. So it's really a hard line for me, or should I say a fine line. But yeah, I don't want to force them on camera to be, you know, if they don't want to be, it's totally fine. Just like sometimes I don't want to be on camera, same thing with them. You just want to respect their privacy and how they're feeling. Like Noah really likes the camera, so a lot of the time he's really open to it, but there is times where he doesn't feel like taking a photo, or he doesn't want to be on camera. You could just tell by body language and stuff, so I just will put it away for the moment and then maybe try again later. And if not, like, I don't know, you guys, just don't force it, don't push it. I don't leave the TV on when it's bedtime. Now my kids, we have a TV in our room because we room share, and we do like to watch TV before we go to bed. But when it's time for them to go to bed, we just make sure that the TV is off. We used to let them watch TV going to bed, but we've noticed it just takes them way longer to fall asleep, and it's really just not the best for them to be watching TV while they go to bed. The blue light and all of that, it's not healthy, it's not good. So when it's time for them to go to sleep, we turn off the TV, or we put like some nice like jazz music on, or something really calming, relaxing, like rain or like a fireplace crackling, like those kind of sounds on YouTube, and the kids will fall asleep so much faster, and that's worked really well for us. So just turning off the TV when it's bedtime, they know that it's bedtime, it's time to go to bed. Like Noah will even get in his little covers. We call it nice and cozy when we're tucking him in. He'll ask to get nice and cozy, and we'll tuck him in, and he'll literally go to bed like that if the TV is off and there's no distraction. So that works really well for us. Oh, here's another one. I don't let my kids have their own Instagrams. Now, there is definitely a lot of parents out there that have their own Instagram for their kids, but I mean, like, really it's just the parents running it. And there has been so many analytics shown that these platforms that have nothing but kids on it are like, have a massive amount of predators watching. And I think that that's so crazy. Like, people like the LeBrant family that have Everly, she's 7 or 8 years old, you guys, and has like some crazy amount of followers, like 6 million, 7 million or something like that. And I think that's insane. And the analytics have shown that mainly it's middle-aged men, or like 20 to 40 year old, 20 to 30 year olds watching. Like, why? She's a little kid, and the pictures on there are kind of crazy and kind of... Anyways, enough about my little rant about Instagram and kids having their own. Another thing that kind of goes along with that is I wouldn't let my kids have their own YouTube channel. I just think that that's, again, not necessary, not appropriate for their age. It's just like, no. Like, some of these kid stars make a lot of money, but their life just doesn't turn out the best a lot of the time. So I don't know, like things like Ryan's World, like all of those kid-based YouTube channels, it's like they're putting in so much work, and it's like child labor laws. Like, they're not even, they're working too much for even the law. I swear they are. But anyways, you guys, so I don't really agree with your kids having their own social media platforms. If you put them on your own, then that's like a little something different. But that's just my opinion on that. I don't read to my kids every day. I try my best to read every day, but you know, sometimes it just doesn't happen. I like to read to them weekly throughout the week, but some days it doesn't happen, and I don't feel guilty for it. You just, you know, you do what you can, the best that you can do, and sometimes we don't read every day, but I try to read every other day at least, and a few times a week. But yeah, sometimes we just do other activities that don't involve reading. But yeah, that's something that I don't do every day. I don't deny my kids wanting to help me around the house, because a lot of the time Noah will want to help with dishes, or help me switch the clothes from the laundry, or help me clean. Now, mind you, he doesn't do the best job because he's a toddler, right? Like, he's just trying to figure it out, but he wants to help, and I'm always gonna accept his help unless I absolutely need to get it done like that. Now, it will be messier, it will take longer, but you just need to have patience and let them be a part of your everyday life, and they really feel accomplished and they get motivated that way. And they also just, you know, feel a sense of self-worth and accomplishment when you let them be a part of your everyday tasks. Like I said, it does take longer, it can be messier, but it's good for sensory play and just their motor development and really brain development overall, and just building character. So I love to let them just, you know, be a part of it, even if it takes longer. I don't clean the playroom every day. I used to clean this room like every day, or pick it up every single day. It's more like every other day now. Like, some days Mama's just too tired and I just let it go, and it's totally fine. I'll just pick it up the next day. So I don't pick up the toy room every single day, because sometimes it's just overwhelming after cleaning the kitchen, my room, doing the laundry, and sometimes this is just the last room that I get to. So yeah, sometimes I don't pick up the playroom. It's not an everyday thing, it's like an every other day thing now. I don't show my kids in their diapers on camera anymore. They're just at an age where I just think they're too old. They're 3 and 2. If you want to show like a newborn or like a baby under 1 or maybe even 2, then that's okay. I just think the world we live in now is crazy, and just to respect their privacy, like, I don't like to show them without a shirt on or in their diapers, just because, you know, for obvious reasons. It's a crazy world nowadays, so I like to be respectful of that and very mindful of that. So if I know that they're running around here with no clothes on, like, I'll get them dressed before, or edit out if they do happen to pop in my video real quick. I don't brush their hair every day. I brush it every other day because they have curly hair, and maybe not even every other day. If we're not doing anything or really going anywhere, I will brush their hair like twice a week, because with curly hair you want to be careful how much water and product you put in their hair. So I don't brush their hair every day. I will either put it in a bun or just let it be free, especially with Noah, and he hates getting his hair brushed, and so does Nola. So I really just try to do it as when I need to, and not just do it excessively every day, because I don't want to dry their hair out either, and I don't want them to have like product buildup. So yes, I don't stress about my kids learning. I just make sure that we buy educational toys and give them educational like activities, and any TV that they're watching, I also make sure that it's educational, and that way there's really no stressing about, are they learning enough, are they gonna be smart, all of that. You just want to make sure that you're kind of living a lifestyle of learning, and they will do it on their own. I don't teach them a lot of things when it comes to, they just figure a lot of things out because of our environment and the toys that I do intentionally get them, so that way I don't have to worry. It's always kind of a learning environment. Kids are like sponges and they soak everything up, so you really don't have to worry too much about workbooks and all that extra stuff. Like if you just make sure your environment is just full of learning, and you know, you want just fun stuff too, but a kid learns, dang Noah, a kid learns while they play, and that's honestly the best way for them to learn, is let them play, and they learn as they play and as they go. So I think that's beautiful, and I love to have an environment where they can do that and feel confident in learning and growing. And yeah, you guys, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram if you guys don't already. It's more everyday kind of stuff and content and things I share over there, kind of like live time, in real life time, as opposed to videos are like further behind for sure. So if you want to keep up more with us, go ahead and follow us over there, House of Harveys _. And yeah, so thank you so much. If you're new, please subscribe if you like this video, and yeah, and make sure you hit that like button. It helps your girl out. It helps push my videos out there. That's so important. Please drop a comment down below. Let me know something you don't let your kids do and why. I would absolutely love to know. It's so fun hearing all of your guys' perspectives and what you guys don't let your kids do. Now again, we don't have to all agree. That's not what this video is about. It's just learning someone else's perspective, and I think it's fun to learn from other moms and grow and just have different conversations. Like, why not? It doesn't mean if we don't all agree we can't be friends and we can't be cool. Like, that's not what this video is about. But yeah, so I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.